how to set up your Windows, right? How to set up, it's called Windows Subsystem for Android. Basically what this is it's a little, and it's safe. It's from Microsoft. It's not from some janky developer. It is actually a Microsoft developed project, so you won't have any fear. Now, we'll get to being safe after you install this, but this actual program is a Microsoft developed program where once you install it, you can download and install any Android app available, right? So this does not work on MacBooks. It does not work with iPhone or iOS apps. It's strictly Android, but chances are if you have a Windows computer, you probably have a Android device. This is so cool. It just helps out multitasking. It helps out not having to be on your phone while you're on your computer. You can set up and download, install any application you want on your computer. Anything you think of, right? So, I have a nice and easy how-to here. Look, it's not even that long. Look at this. It's nothing. So, basically, what you got to do, so what you need to do is first install the Windows subsystem for Android, right? That little project, that little program that I was telling you about that's Microsoft developed. So here's a little insider info. Now, as cool as this is, for whatever reason, Microsoft is going to kill and or stop supporting this next year. So you're going to have, so after installing this and using this, you'll use it. You can have it running for about a year. Now, we don't know if they're going to, if other developers in the background, third-party developers are going to continue this once Windows stops supporting this. That's the unknown, but I promise you, I use this a lot, so I will keep y'all updated as far as once this does stop in about a year. Obviously, I'll let you know, hey, there's another option, or there may not be any options, but I'll definitely let you know. So it's very easy. So you go to this website, and I'll put the link in the description box for this guide right here. But let me show you real quick. It's very simple. So you go to this site right here, right? Let's see. Where are we? And what you're going to do, copy that from our site, paste it in a browser, right? So you get this pop up on the screen. So what you're going to do next is you go back to our app, right? Sorry about that. You go back to our app. Now, so we went to that site. Now, copy this following link and paste it in that URL. Whoops. Jesus. So you go back here. Step 2, copy this link, right? Damn it, I don't have it. I can't copy on my website. I did that on purpose so nobody can plagiarize me. And I'm getting myself here. Well, I need to take that off then if y'all can't copy and paste that. Damn it, I just thought about that. Here's what I'll do. Check this out. I know a workaround. Watch this. So here's what I'll do. So I will make that link clickable. Right now. All right, I'm updating my app. Hang on. Said I helps doing it live here so I can work out the kinks. Thought I had that. It must have been the very last thing I had to do, but I think we got it. Now, what I need to do is refresh this page though. All right. So I refresh the page. let's go back, shall we? All right, there we go. See, now it's edible. So you're on here, right? And I am all over the place. Here we go. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to take that link and you're going to copy it. Right click that link and just hit copy link address. Same as you did with this one, but you're going to copy this one, paste it in the browser. You're going to right click, copy this one. And when you go back to your browser, you are going to paste it in this section. Now, key on the right here. What this does is this goes to a database of Windows. Since Microsoft announced they're going to end support for Windows Subsystem for another year, they took down their links basically to install this. However, what we're doing is we're pulling up a database, and this is a Microsoft database of their latest file system for Windows Subsystem for Android. So that's what we're doing. We're searching for a database for this specific program, a Windows program, as you can tell, Microsoft.com, right here in the link that we posted. Now, here's the key. On this drop down, you want to select slow. See where it says slow now? For whatever reason, don't ask why, but you're going to hit slow. It defaults to RP. Make sure you select slow and simply search for that link, right? So, pulls out, you get a long list. Now, again, what we're doing is we're installing the program Windows Subsystem, and I'll show you what to do after that. So, very easy. Scroll all the way down, and that's the latest one right here on the very bottom, right? So after you select this, it's going to download this file, right? And again, it's Microsoft Corporation, no janky third-party stuff. So you're going to click this, it'll download it, right? So that's going to download, and it's going to pull up. Let's see if I can share my screen to what it... after you download it, right? After you click it, it's going to download that file. And then all you're simply going to do is once it's finished downloading, simply open it up. So go to your downloads folder and just simply hit open or right click, hit open. And what it will do is I can't share this, damn it. I have a way around it. It pulls this up. This is the Windows Subsystem for Android. So it'll ask you, now, I've already installed it and opened it up, but it will ask you, do you want to install Windows Subsystem for Android? Simply select yes. It'll download it and install it. So that's it. Now, what about installing an application, right? Because you've installed the program, Windows Subsystem for Android. Now, what about downloading an app and installing an app, right? And you can go through here. Look, so check this out. So here's the system settings, right? You can choose whatever you want to. Not a big deal. Applications, I have these two installed already. I just tested them out to make sure that everything works. They do. Here will be your app list. Now, go to advanced settings. Here's where you might want to tweak some stuff, because I put in developer mode, and you will need to put it in developer mode to install applications. Memory and performance, depending on your machine, your PC, you're going to want it. Don't copy what I have on mine unless you have a very, very powerful machine with at least 32 gigs of RAM. If you have a standard PC with 16 gigs of RAM, I don't suggest you put it on, because what this setting is right here is allocating RAM that's on your system to this Android subsystem, to the Android operating system on your Windows PC. If you have 32 gigs, if you have 64 gigs of RAM, definitely choose this one right here. It'll run super smooth. If you have, let's say, 16 gigs of RAM, which most people do, I would choose default 6 gigs of RAM. So you're allocating RAM on your PC to this Android, so it's like the RAM that's on your phone, right? So you're choosing how much RAM do you want to give this. Now, if you only have 8 gigs of RAM, a PC, you're definitely going to want to choose low. Or you can customize whatever you want to, but I have it set to high. Now, subsystem resources. Do you always want it running in the background, right? So you can do it as needed. The system starts when needed. Apps open slowly. I do not want that. Partial running. The subsystem runs with minimal resources. Apps open quicker. Okay, that I would choose that, but I have continuous. Since I have a ton of RAM, the subsystem is always running and using PC resources. Apps open the quickest. So I have a super fast CPU. I have a GPU, and I have a bunch of RAM. So I'm going to choose continuous. So it's always running with side by side with Windows, basically, right? Now, graphics. I have my GPU, right? Now, I'm not going to be playing games on here. You can play games on here. I'm not. So, but I do have my GPU selected. It'll ask you, how do you want to render graphics, right? Now, you can choose power saving. I'm not doing that. I'm doing high performance. Or you can choose specific GPU. You can, if you don't have a GPU, if you just have a basic laptop, Windows laptop, then the AMI GPU or your GPU won't even show if you don't have one. So if you don't have one, just regular laptop, I'm assuming this Microsoft Basic Render driver will be fine for you. I'm choosing high performance. Windows Focus. So here's another setting. You can go with default or you can go with independent, right? I have a high performance machine, so I'm going independent, which allows Windows to focus independently, maintained by Windows in the subsystem. This means Android apps and Windows apps can be in focus at the same time, meaning essentially running side by side at the same time. So I have a wide monitor, so I could have a Android app running on one screen and I can have Windows app running on another screen side by side. Cooperative, the default option, only one Windows app or Android app at a time, essentially. So you can pick and choose which one you want to run, right? Let's see what else. Experimental local network access. You can choose your Vulkan driver. For Android apps, I just left it system default. I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea what D3, D12 is. I just left it default. And you can specify where you want the subsystem to draw its folders from, its files from. You can specify the folder where it'll basically, if you're running Android, if you're running an app and you download a file, a picture, a video, while you're on Android on this Windows, or you're on an Android app and you download a video, where does it go? Where does that video save to? Well, you can specify the folder right here. Did I do that experimental? Yeah, that's experimental. And then you got About, and you can read up on all this stuff. Again, it is a Microsoft program, so have no fear. But you have to be careful, not with this, but with the APKs. So once you get this installed, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go to the Microsoft Store, right? So you're going to go to the Windows Store, and you're going to want to download 2 apps. Really, all you need is really one, but there are 2 available. So here it is. Now, this absolute first one you're going to have because it connects ADB. So running Windows subsystem on Android, so running Android on a Windows PC, it requires ADB access. Like Android debugging, when you plug in your phone and you flash a custom ROM, or you want to perform certain tasks, you want to push them to your phone. Well, in the past, that's what took me when I told you at the very beginning that I installed this on one of my laptops last year, it took hours, literally hours, because you have to it was a long drawn out process. This, boom, easy. Here's what you're going to want. This one is a must, because this WSA Tools. Download this from the Windows Store, open it up. As soon as you open it up, it'll say, hey, welcome, blah, blah, blah. Do you want to install an app? you'll get this screen right here. And you select an app. But before you select an app, it'll ask you, do you want to run ADB through WSA tools, Android debugging? Hit yes. And it'll install automatically on its own, so you don't have to mess with the command lines. You don't have to mess with any specific codes. Nothing. Everything's automatic. So we'll get back to this one. Once it finishes installing ADB and verifies the connection, you're good to go. Here's another application. So once you download an APK file, right? APK is Android application file. That's one thing, right? So installing Android Subsystem is one. That's the operating system. But again, it does not come with any apps preloaded like a phone. So you have to physically download an application and then install it. And these two applications will install apps. Here comes the part where you need to be safe. There's only one place, essentially one place I get apps from, APKs from, and that's it. And this is only one place I recommend you. You can get them wherever you want to, right? It's up to you. You're your own boss. You own your own thing. You can do what you want to do. I'm telling you, from my personal usage and preference, I only get apps from one place, and that's it. I don't trust anybody else. I don't trust any website. Now, of course, you can trust my website, because guess where I get my apps from that I put on my website? You guessed it, where I'm about to show you. So, if you go to APK Mirror, it's pretty popular. I'm sure some of y'all have heard, hey, what's going on, Daniel? No, you're good, man. I'm just going over Android Subsystem for Windows. How to install, basically, and run any Android app on your Windows PC. There's a new method that is so easy. I almost do it with my eyes closed. It takes 5 minutes. I'm just walking through everything. So there's only one place that I get my apps from, APK Mirror. It's very popular. You may or may not have heard it. But they have, the reason why I use them is because, for one, they've been around, man, a long time. Probably over 10 years. Now, they have a very, very rigorous, strenuous verification process that they run their apps from, and technically, I guess they get these APKs from the developers. Now, not only do they get the apps directly from the source, they run them through so many virus checkers and making sure that they're legit, and these APK file packages do not have anything harmful in them. I've used APK Mirror for all my APK downloads, and knock on wood, I haven't, to my knowledge, somebody might be following me, hacked into me right now, but pause. But long story short, they're the only people I trust. So again, you do what you want. As long as you have an APK file, no matter where you get it from, you can install it. But again, please be careful. You've been warned. They basically, APK Mirror has almost, I think, every Android app, I believe. Now, I think in the 10 years I've been using them, I think there's one, maybe two apps that they didn't have that I was pretty shocked. But they basically have like 95% of any Android app you can think of. So here they have the latest and newest ones that have been updated. And all you got to do is just search it up here, right? Hit the search bar and type in, what was that one we did yesterday? SD made. Here you go. Check it out. So here's SD made right here. We did it yesterday. So what you're going to do now, what you want to do, once you find an application, right? And do they have certain sections? Let me see here. Categories, just so you can search by categories. Games, books, business, casual, blah, 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 blah. They have it all here, right? If you can't think of the name of it, you can just search. Like if you want to go to education, categorized by all sorts. So let's go to, SD made. So here's SD-made. Now, how do you know which one to download? Good question. So since you're going to be on since you're going to be on, here's when I click. I just automatically hit see verified safe to install. You can read they have certificates and hashes and all sorts of signatures that guarantees these files are safe to install. And that's why I only use them. But as soon as you find your app, I always hit see all available downloads. Now here's where see, they don't have one for a PC. Now it may still work, but you're gonna want to find, because here's the confusing part. Now APK mirror, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. You're gonna want to find an app that says, let me get a good example, x86, right? And not only x86, you're gonna want, let's see, what's this one, x86 64 for 64 bits, right? A 64-bit machine. Let's see here. Trying to find a long list of APKs to give you a good example. You know what? I think Telegram, the one I downloaded earlier, had it. Okay, so 7 variants. So watch this. See all downloads. So look, perfect example. So when you go to download an app, you're like, damn, what the hell is this? Which one do I choose? Trust me, it took me not a long time, but when I first started downloading apps and installing them on my own, I remember looking at this like, what the hell? I don't know what to download and install. I was downloading and install and getting rejected because I downloaded the wrong version. Not on Subsystem, not on my Windows, but on my personal phone. I was screwing around on, right? Because flashing ROMs and stuff. I didn't know what the hell to download when I first started out. It is a little confusing, but that's what I'm here for. So PC, if this is on your PC, right? What we're doing, you want to install. Which one do you use, Brian? APK Mirror and APK Pure. Yes. Yeah, I've used APK Pure before. I just haven't used it as much as APK Mirror. So that's basically why I'm giving APK Mirror my seal of approval, but I have downloaded from APK Pure before. So you're going to want to download and install x86. Well, there's 2 of them. I'm guessing most everybody's going to have a newer, I mean, even if your PC is 6-7 years old, it's still going to be 64. Nobody's running around here in 32 bits anymore. So you're going to look for this. If there's no 64, then I guess you can download 86. But this is the one you're going to need if it's on your PC, right? For what we're doing. Now, I did download this earlier. And all you do is simply hit this download link on the right. However, check this out. If you want to know or you ever get stuck on can't remember which one to download, our APK Mirror is handy, frequently asked questions as far as how to download what. Boy, here's your answers. I actually need to put this on our site because it does come in handy. So it gives you every sort of question you can think of and answer right here, right? So just study this. But basically, if you're downloading it for your PC, you're going to want x86 64, right? So you're going to hit the download button. Now, I already downloaded this and installed it, but it gives you all the basics, the internal stuff for this app. It's 41 megabytes, so you'll simply hit this button here, download. It's verified safe. You download is starting. Boom. See, I downloaded it 2 hours ago right here. So now we have Telegram, right? So you've downloaded it and installed the Windows subsystem for Android, and that's the quote-unquote, I guess, operating system, right? Now, again, you will need an app. So we went to APK Mirror, found an application, and downloaded it. Now what? Now what we're gonna do, since you have the download, you're gonna go to, remember that what was it called? WSA Tools. Now, I've already installed the ADB connection, so to speak. Again, as soon as you download this from the Windows Store, as soon as you open it up, it'll ask you, hey, you need a ADB connection. Do you want us to do it? Simply hit yes. Boom. It links you up. It's so easy. It's so easy. I remember the days where nothing was easy and we had to figure out everything out on your own. So I cannot stress to you how easy this is. So I've already made the ADB connection on my computer. Now, what you're going to need to do too is you're going to need to activate virtual machine. Now, I have it in the instructions on our site. Very easy. And it does require a reboot. But let's take a time out from downloading this or installing this APK. Right? So let me show you what I'm talking about. So here in the setup process, gotten most of the way through. So here I have, this is what it looks like. Where am I? Yes, virtual machine. So I should have told you this before we went into the APK mirror stuff, but I guess I got ahead of myself. So after you install the Windows subsystem for Android, and before you go to APK Mirror, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to activate a virtual machine on your PC. Very easy, just a click and a restart, and you're good to go, right? So you're going to go in your Windows logo, type Windows Features. So you go here, type Windows Features. Oh, and Daniel, don't forget, we got a giveaway. I activated another giveaway on our website. So another $25 e-gift card from Amazon. Sign up for that on eSIM studios.app. It'll finish this upcoming Friday, in about 4 or 5 days. And tomorrow, I'm going to see if I can purchase a CMF phone 1 to give away. But as I told everybody a little earlier, I don't know if I can even buy one yet. So that's the plan. If I can, I'll purchase one to review, and then we'll do a giveaway for that phone. But at the moment, it's not signed, sealed, and delivered. That's the plan, because I don't even know if I can get one. But join us tomorrow, and we will find out, because they are launching the CMF phone 1 tomorrow. We should know if people in the United States can purchase one. And if so, I'll get one to purchase, review, and then we'll do a giveaway. But let's see here. So Windows features, and then look, you'll get this pop up. And what you're going to want to do is come down here, search for virtual machine platform right here. See that? Click that box, hit OK, and it'll ask you, do you want to restart? Yes, you have to restart it or it won't activate, right? So after we do that, after you download the application you want, and after you restart that computer, what we're going to do is go back up to WSA Tools. And remember, once you open this up, it'll ask you, do you want to do the ADB connection? Simply hit yes, which I've already done. So it'll say install app. What do you know? There's that application we just downloaded, Telegram app, right? So you're going to select that, load APK, install. Boom. There you go. Now you're running Android apps on your Windows computer. Now this is only for Windows 11. I doubt it'll work for Windows 10. Windows 11 only, Home or Pro, doesn't matter. And you're up and running. Very easy, very simple. And if you have any questions, give me a holler. You can email me. You can write me in the comment section. You can DM me on Instagram or Twitter. Doesn't matter. But it's that simple. Now, I know the explanation took about 30 minutes, but literally took me 5 minutes to do. And if just go to the website, eSIMstudios.app. It's like 8 steps. Only literally just a few minutes. I have everything planned out for y'all. very easy to do and very awesome little feature that not many people talk about, but I use it quite a bit. So I'm trying to, again, bring forward some stuff that I use every single day that helps me, for whatever work you do or just for fun and for play. Makes your life easier, right? So there you go. It's installed. So I wanted to get into, honestly, there's not much going on, and I'm probably going to hit like one more thing real quick, but check this out. Have y'all seen Samsung's profits lately? It had a huge explosion this year, exponential explosion.